Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Controlled Chaos. Where we last left off, the audio got fucked, so we're starting the day over, which works out because everyone's here.
Hello.
So, where we last left off, you previously found out about the Fleck trade, made a decent chunk of money to partially pay off a tiny bit of your debt. Just a bit.
Partially pay off a tiny bit.
Yes.
A fraction of a fraction.
It made a... Yes, it didn't make much
Better
of a
than
dent.
nothing.
And you have left the planet after gunning down a bunch of mercenaries hired by the local lord with Tormy's drone, which has been retrofitted with a flashbang device by Cyron. And Cyron, if I recall correctly, you were working on a special device for Gwinnea as well.
I was working on a sword upgrade, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, the remains of the Eviscerator have been combined with your power sword, Gwinnea. Let's just say it's the same stats as an Eviscerator, but it also does a little bit of shock damage.
Do I have that on my... I have that now? That's a thing that I have?
Yeah, that's a thing you have, and I'm not going to take away. And it's also not unwieldy. It's not bulky or
What's an
heavy.
eviscerator?
Because it's an Eldar creation. This weapon, while not as massive as your Eviscerator, it is a lot lighter in your hands, a lot more well balanced. You can swing it freely. It feels right. The balance is just perfect. That when you swish it through the air, it's just like an extension of your limb.
And it's still big, right?
It is still good. You can it's like a
Good.
longsword sized thing. So it's not like a broadsword, but
Okay.
you can two-hand it or one-hand it.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's lighter, but it's fucking. So you go to switch the chain blade on to see what it's like, and the chain first the power sword bit activates, and the chains around the chain blade start to glow, and then it starts spinning. And it's a little bit scary, just because you're like,
Yeah.
oh shit.
Huh. Power field plus fast moving chain.
Yeah,
This thing
can't
better
see-
not break or I'm
Yep.
dead.
You and everyone in the room is dead.
Whew. Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
All right.
I would show Cyron appreciation, but I don't think Gwinnea knows how to do that in a constructive manner.
So, if I recall, what did you need
Nope.
to... Why did you stop off last episode?
We need rations.
Oh, yes, you need food.
Yeah.
We've just been eating ration bars for so long, and I
Can't
think
eat
The green
drugs.
kind or the brown kind?
The brown kind.
Our grandma
Sad.
granola bars are running out, and we need more. We just need food in general.
I feel like Grandma Granola Bar is a good name.
And this planet that we're by is green. Therefore,
Very
it must
green.
have food.
Yeah,
Right?
that's the assumption at least.
That is
Yes,
the...
you are right
Dear God,
now...
I hope so.
You can see on your auspex there's a planet about just barely, not even warp travel away, it's in the same system, that is a sort of murky green with blue, with splotches of blue all over it. Maybe
Splotches.
lakes.
Maybe. Well,
So, yeah. I'm assuming,
Let's-
Tormy, you kicked the thing in gear?
Yep, it's time to yeet.
Yeah, you take the giant ship out of park and step on the gas.
No, it's just floating there.
Yep. and within a few minutes, or well, more like a day actually, not a few minutes. Space travel's slow as fuck. You are in orbit around this planet. The Thunderhawk is ready to deploy. You release it from its clamps and then ride it down, searching for the nearest hangar. Once you
some
get
settlement. where you can buy
once
food.
you get into the atmosphere, you breach through. You see that there is a large amount of lightning and these massive thunderclouds that seem to be drifting through the planet at relatively high speeds. Like, compared to what a speed a normal cloud would be going at, say, on Earth, like, these things are going 2 or 3 times the speed of that. And they are fucking gigantic, like miles high. Black
Hey,
and...
Tormy, you can dodge that, right?
I don't know. Things have been kind of janky with Ormore lately.
Speaking
Well,
of dodging,
maybe
can you
running
give me a
out of
piloting
fuel.
roll, Tormy? I believe you have 8 dice in piloting.
How much dice do I have?
I
in
believe you have 8
piloting?
in piloting.
Okay, and what dice am I rolling?
D6s.
Sixes.
4 up is a
Okay.
success.
Hello, audience.
Alright.
Roll 20 is down.
Yes, roll 20 is
Hi.
not working.
Hello, audience. I'm
Okay,
Max.
hold
and I'm
on.
here.
Google dice roller. I need 8 d6s. Sure. Oh God, my internet wasn't prepared for this. Okay, I need
It never is.
8. I need 8 d6s.
I never thought I'd miss roll 20 like
Okay, so what above is success?
4 up. 6 is an exalted
Okay, so
icon,
that-
so that's 2.
That's going to be 1. That's an exalted icon. Okay, we've got 3 successes.
Okay, and I can't roll for the storm because I don't have my dice with me because I was thinking roll 20 would work. But 3 successes.
I need to just
Okay, we'll count that towards a
where
save.
I have a feeling we're not looking good. I'm very
Yeah,
afraid.
it's not a high it's not too high of a difficulty to get through these clouds, but it's not easy either. Again, the winds are buffeting you, and lightning starts to crackle off the Thunderhawk. Now, the Thunderhawk can take some punishment. Lightning is not the worst it's taken, but just repeated battering starts to cause the electrical systems to malfunction. The lights are flickering on and off. The panels in the cockpit are going wild. Sparks are
Tommy, I
flying
think-
out of bits on the wall.
I think you'll have to make an emergency landing. I'm gonna get a little bit sick.
Yeah, about that. I can't see the ground.
Can I do a psychic mastery check to see if I can like sense the ground about how far we
Yeah,
are
sure.
going?
Give me give me that roll.
10 feet.
We're right
Doing-
on the ground. Oh fuck.
Two
It's
inches,
just
but you're
like when I
going
fly in
not.
Minecraft on an elytra, I end up dying into a mountain.
Oop, mountain.
Okay, what are we looking at? Right.
6s count as 2 successes, exalted.
Correct.
Okay, 4 successes and 1 exalted, so 6 total.
Well, the good news about this storm is it's not a warp storm, so you can actually project your mind through it very easily. And you are, in fact, able to find that, oh, would you look at that, the ground is about 500 meters below. You've descended through the atmosphere rather quickly.
It's about 500 meters below. I think if you put down the wheels and we prepare for landing and just go straight down and decelerate and do the things that do the things.
All right. I guess we're going to be preparing for an emergency landing. Hello, this is your pilot speaking. Grab something that's nailed down and pray to whatever god you believe in, because we are making an emergency landing due to cloud shenanigans. Do I need to roll?
No, I'll carry your 3 successes into that.
Oh God,
Do
no!
you
I think
want-
I'd rather.
Do you want some help? Because when we last leveled up, I took all of my level up in piloting, pretty much.
Okay, you can both...
Yeah,
you know what, then you can both roll and total your successes together to see how well this plane does. This gigantic
I'm
hunk
just
of
gonna
metal
have to
does being
dig-
put down at high
dig
speed
through
in the
my
swamp.
dice bag because digital dice hate me and will always and forever hate me.
I have
Okay,
two
how many?
successes.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, exalted, normal. Oh, and whoa, just 2. Okay, so that was 3, and then okay, 3, 5 successes, and 3 of those are exalted.
And Cyron?
I got 2 successes. Neither exalted, they were just 5s.
Excellent. Excellent. So that's a total of 7 successes. A far from insignificant amount. You are... Well, of course, the wind is throwing this ship around like it's nothing, like it's a leaf. And the lightning is every time you reboot the computer systems to try to scan for a nearby town or the ground or anything, it gets just fried again. But you manage to break through the cloud cover only 100 meters off the ground, and while you only have seconds to prepare, you are able to bring the nose of the Thunderhawk up. And is anybody standing up right now?
Me.
Sister
No.
Linnea, can you do me a favor? And what?
So I was picturing myself like standing behind the command
Yeah,
seat.
give
like,
me
is
a
everything
soak
going
roll.
okay?
like on a subway,
A silk roll. Good.
Yeah,
okay.
that's just it's your toughness.
holding onto the ceiling loop.
2 successes.
Okay, that's good.
said to hold on to
Any
something.
fewer and you would have broken something.
I did. I was holding onto your chair.
Yeah, you held
Maybe
onto the
Linnea
chair.
was stubborn.
And Tormy, as you bring the plane in, you pull the nose up to avoid a bank of trees, but unbeknownst to you, it causes the back of the plane to slap into the water, which causes the nose to just violently slam down. Gunea, you almost get deck slapped, which is, well, that's what happens when a plane touches down like that, or say a torpedo hits a ship, you can break your ankles.
I
But-
wouldn't want to hurt the ship.
We love that.
Yeah, but
Oh,
you do.
Gordon
But
Max.
your ankles stay in one piece because of your armor, fortunately.
Nice.
Yay.
Everyone needs ankles.
And the ship, after going for about 100 yards or so, just smashing through trees and creating this massive wake of mud and water, comes to a halt.
Oh, Glax, that could have been smoother, but that also could have been worse. Is everyone in one piece? No one's like an eviscerated blood mass on a wall that we're going to inevitably have to clean up or neglect and forget about, which is going to stink up the whole ship.
Not yet.
I mean, I'm fine.
Okay, Nissa threw up. That's Nissa's
Oh.
problem.
Beautiful Foley work from Ray.
Who's in the character the cabin, like not the crew compartment, the place where you
Cockpit?
keep the soldiers, not the cockpit.
The
other
Crew
part.
The
compartment.
turret?
The crew compartments, I mean, the...
Yeah.
No, I was in the
bo-
cabin.
boy bin.
No, I would have been there.
The boy
Okay,
bin.
Nissa, the floor is starting to, there's water starting to seep in.
I didn't think I threw up that much. Ugh.
Hello, this is
God.
your pilot speaking. We've made an emergency landing.
Stormy, oh god.
Please make your way up to the cockpit as we attempt to exit this vehicle.
I'm gonna fling open the door and just holler down towards the crew cockpit and be just like, we're flying!
How
Alright.
what we are?
And I'm gonna go check out the leak.
Yeah, it seems that it's not so much a leak as, like, the back half of the ship is underwater and the water's now just making its way in.
Wait a minute. So it's void capable. No air can escape, but water can get in.
To be fair, you got you got fried the fuck out by some lightning.
Water doesn't count as a void.
But also, you then smacked into a forest,
That is
went through
true.
God knows how many trees, also smacked the water at high velocity, which you might as well be
Yep.
smacking concrete. Like,
Yep. Seems like we need some repairs.
yeah, by the time you go to check out the water situation, it's up to your knees.
Oh, this is bad.
Oh, aren't you
Tormy's
tall?
gonna scamper out of the vehicle somehow to like look at it from the outside.
Yeah, you're able to punch an emergency hatch in the cockpit, and a little raft, like an inflatable orange raft, emergency light raft, just deploys. You hop down into it.
All hands on deck, please. We need to get the cargo out before the ship fucking sinks.
Can we just
Ow.
can it fly? Can we fly it out
No,
of the water?
Does it look like it's going to sink, or does it look like it just stuck there?
Yeah.
So
'Cause I'm
from
looking at it from the
looking
outside.
outside of it, it appears that like the water coming in isn't from it actively sinking. It's because the way you hit, like it got stuck in the mud, and so the back half of it is submerged partially, and so now the water is only just now working its way in.
That's where the engines
I-
are.
Yeah,
Can
it's
I-
not sinking, but it's also not going anywhere anytime soon.
Hmm.
Can I, like,
This is-
make a massive, like, net out of my psychic energy to, like, carry and pick up things so that we're not just hauling it over our shoulders?
You didn't spec into telekinesis, I don't think, right?
No.
So then I'm sorry, but you cannot do that.
Okay. Well,
I will just carry many things with my large arms.
Yep. You're
Tommy's
just
gonna
taking all
scamper
the.
back in.
Can we use the cart
Mm.
that we used to bring the flex back to the ship and like to
Yeah,
carry
we still
around
have that
gear?
cart.
Unnecessary.
Yeah,
I
we
can
have the
carry
flat
all
top.
the grocery bags.
all of the
Tommy's
things.
gonna scamper back into the ship and report what she sees.
So you're just
So,
taking everything on the ship, like all your extra guns and shit?
Like the
Maybe we
important
could-
stuff. I don't want the ship to stink.
You
That's
want
a
the
thing.
You
You
can
want the
lock it
good
behind us.
one, which is technically like bad news, or do you want the worst news?
Could we just do it all at once? Maybe just tell me.
Okay, well, I guess good news. The ship doesn't look like it's going to sink anymore. Bad
Great.
news, it's definitely not going to be moving anymore. And you seem to be stuck in some sort of swamp.
So how about we take what we need and we don't try to get everything out? Because my
Also,
arms are
I
a
think
little...
I saw a giant rat in the water. But
Oh!
there's something else.
Rats don't
Like-
go in the water. They live in the
No,
Okay.
walls.
Let's switch perspectives to Belle. You're vibing in the swamp. Miles and miles away from any nearby town, just out doing your swampy thing. What would you be doing out in the swamp?
Hunting for rats.
Rat hunting. You've got your rat hunting shotgun loaded with rat shot. It's like bird shot, but shittier. Instead of like bird shot where it's tiny lead pellets, it's just like garbage that you put in a shotgun shell. And just blow the rats to bits with it.
It's just made of like mangled tin cans.
Yeah, like a shredded tin
Whoa.
can just loaded into a shotgun shell. And
just
so,
crunch it up enough.
and so you've been sitting in these waters for a while now. You're like up to your eyes practically, just with your nose above so you can breathe. And you've been watching this one rat about the size of like a small horse practically.
Oh my god.
For you've been watching it like a pony. You've been watching it for like you've been following this one for like 2 days, and now you have it in your sights, and you line up your
There,
shot.
little rat friend.
You line up your shot. Just this is gonna be it. You'll be eating good for a month, right?
Yeah.
And right as you line the shot up, you hear this roaring overhead, and this massive dark blue blocky-looking aircraft with lightning patterns down the sides just streaks by overhead, going faster than you thought it was possible for anything to move, and then makes a kaboom as it crashes into the swamp and sends out up smoke and huge amounts of water and debris. The rat
Did we hit the
scampers
rat?
off. Your
Oh.
shot has been ruined.
Maybe they hit some other rats. Let me go look.
Okay.
Here I go.
Yep. I'm assuming your motorcycle is not in the swamp currently, getting its engine flooded.
You mean my jetpack?
Oh yeah, you have your jetpack, not a motorcycle. Yeah. Are you just gonna jetpack boost over there, or sort of
Hell
stalk?
yeah.
Okay. Crew of Orimor, as you're sort of debating what you can and can't fit in the life raft, you know, should we bring this heavy bolter? How much ammo should we bring? Hey, maybe we should consider bringing food and water. Nah, that's not as
Yeah.
important as ammo.
I have a sword, everything's fine.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
standard.
You hear this. Does Belle yell anything?
No. Because
Okay.
she's trying to sneak up on the smushed rats.
So you just hear a. And you see a small figure in the sky, like coming over the horizon, with these massive plumes of black smoke coming out from behind it.
I didn't know that rats had jetpacks.
Enemy get down, and Tormy's gonna fire a warning shot.
Rude.
You won't have to roll for that. You're a good enough shot that you can fire a warning shot. How would you like to land?
Make your business known.
I just want the rats.
What?
The rats are cannibals?
No, Gwinnett, that isn't a rat. That's obviously a person on a
Did you
jetpack.
land on
Oh,
any
right.
rats?
Are we in the middle of a bird morph on rats war?
A
Belle,
what?
do you want to make a
No.
piloting roll for me? I believe
Me?
you had 2 dice in piloting.
Great. What kind of dice are those?
D6s. 4 up is a success. 1 is a big bad.
And we got 2 ones.
Mag roll.
Perfect.
Yep.
So you get the warning shot, and it's pretty close, and so you jerk the thing to dive out of the way. But this jetpack was like a decommissioned Imperial Guard drop troop jetpack, and it's seen
Yeah, it
its
was
fair
probably
share of
really
combat.
old when I got it.
Yeah, its stabilizer is fucked. And so when you jerk like that, the thing just spins and you just go straight into the swamp, which would normally probably kill you. But you manage to break your fall by landing in the life raft and bursting a massive hole in it, deflating the life raft,
Blacks.
but arresting your fall.
Oh, hi.
Um,
Thanks for catching me.
Can I
I'm
use
going
smite?
to climb onto my drone.
Tell me, can you describe your appearance, Belle?
So first of all, I am very lumpy. Just so lumpy. Just very lumpy. I've got lumps the size of apples, just kind of all over bits of my flesh. And I've also got a lumpy shaped skull. And I've also got like a little fleshy hump on my back that it kind of just seems like a really, really big sack of like liquid or something. Like I have like a bunch of water underneath my skin, but if you look inside it is full of organs. It's sort of translucent.
And could you describe your smell?
It's so stinky.
Yeah,
Like,
this
Definitely rotting flesh sort of zone.
Yeah, this small, chunky little being has hurled out of the sky into your life raft.
I am a
As-
human though. I am
Yes.
humanoid.
It is certainly human.
I want to leave this planet.
Wait, I have an idea. What is it? Let's leave.
Leave.
Yeah.
We can't
Let's-
leave.
Why don't
Our
we
ship
take
is
and
destroyed.
get somewhere else?
Well, that'd be nice.
Well, I do believe that our life raft is currently deflating, so we should hurry and get to land. What direction is
Yeah,
land?
Tormi's already on her drone.
What direction is land, Harry?
The whole planet's a fucking swamp. So by land, you're like, I don't know, but there is a city like
Depends
20
on what
miles
you
that way.
Consider to be land. There's like a sandbar.
Mm.
I think killing this thing would make me happy right now. I think that's what.
Is Gwenay saying
I
this
think
out
that's-
loud?
Yes, I think that's what I need to
Do
do.
you?
To
You
deal
I
with
just
the
wanted to know if you
situation.
landed on any rats.
That you don't
Tormi-
understand. Is there any way you could help us tug this to like the nearest stable point?
Saran,
Yeah.
tug
I'm gonna
the
take- I'm gonna
Thunderhawk.
take the
No, not
drone
the
to
Thunderhawk.
inspect.
The cart. Yeah.
For a
not
second, I thought you were
I'm gonna
asking to
take
tug
my
the Thunderhawk.
drone.
I was like, that's hilarious.
I'm gonna take my drone and do a general lookout to see if there is civilization anywhere near us.
Yeah, sure. Let me
also,
just
why
see
do
if
all
I
of
can
you
fix
look like
my
you're turning
jetpack and I'll
green?
like pull it.
I'm the
I'm gonna
only
do some
colored one
percussive
here.
maintenance on the stabilizers.
Yeah, as far as, like, you don't really remember a time when the stabilizers ever worked 100%.
Uh-huh.
And by the smoke coming out of the thing, it looks like they probably never will again. But
Aw,
the engines
My
seem to be...
jetpack.
Yeah, but the engines seem to be working, so, like, as long as you stay perfectly balanced, you should be okay.
Okay, so
I'm trying
I'm
to
going to
turn.
have to relearn how to ride this thing, but I can probably hold a rope and then like break you guys with me.
Or you could like use the jetpack to fly somewhere where I can't smell you.
Right.
Jesus
Stop.
Christ.
That's rude.
Gunea
I
is
was
such a
going to
dick.
have you hold a rope and me hold a rope, and then I fly out my jetpack and pull you guys. So I think that's what it. I think that achieves that. Unless you want
Tommy
me to
has
just leave, and I
muted
could
me.
leave your little floaty here, and I'll just book it.
So,
Bell, you know that wouldn't be wise for them, considering that the swamp is not the safest of places at night, even if you're fucking strapped to the teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, what did my little fly around on my drone report get me?
A lot of life forms, none humanoid or bipedal, none that you noticed at least. There is, in fact, there does appear to be evidence of a settlement about 20 miles to the south. It doesn't look too big, but it is, there's people there, man, and maybe they could help.
Let's start throwing.
I'm going to report
unfortunately,
that to
your
the party.
raft is deflated. Remember from...
Okay. I have an idea. I grab a storage crate. I dump everything out of it, and then I toss it in the swamp.
Oh, but that
with the thing open so that it forms like a boat.
Fuck yeah, it floats.
Give everybody a thumbs up.
I've got good news and bad
all of our stuff?
Yes.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
Even I wouldn't have done that.
Did you dump it in the swamp or just...
No, God,
yeah,
no.
of course,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh my god.
No, it's not that dumb.
Yeah.
I know, I grabbed like a storage crate that was storing both.
This is a Thunderhawk. It's probably got a load of just crates full of ammo or,
stuff I haven't even looked through.
Yeah, shit that...
Toss that and like,
yeah,
boat.
spare parts for power armor that you'll never need.
I grabbed the lid.
Yeah.
Or.
Yeah, you gotta. In fact, if you figure if you could lash a few of them together and maybe take some, and maybe combine some of the felled trees, you could actually make a good-sized raft.
So how about that?
Yeah, we could try that.
Okay, is there like a craftsmanship roll or something? I don't have the thing in front of me.
You're asking us.
Oh yeah, that's true.
We don't
I don't know,
have
GM.
roll 20, so we don't
You know what?
our
Everybody
stats.
just roll your intelligence, your intellect together, and let's all, and then just we'll combine all your successes.
What was my
I'm
intelligence?
just gonna preemptively
stat?
assume I got a 1.
I don't.
I did
remember
actually
what
get
my
a single
instat was.
one.
Oh my god.
I think your
I
intelligence
think I
stat was like a 2 or a 3.
I
think
know
I
my
was
instat was
4.
4. My instat was 4, and I got
Okay.
4
so
successes.
that is,
No exalted.
That is 3 successes and 1 exalted.
I think Gunea burned out her one brain cell coming up with the idea.
Yes, Gunea inspired the idea, and thus is tries to
That's
help to no avail.
Curious.
I can tighten the ropes.
Yes, under the direction of Nissa and Tormi,
Fell some
you're
trees.
able to construct a raft large enough to carry a good amount of supplies, and for all of you to like lie down on practically. Although you might be a little uncomfortably close to the smelly one.
I nod and watch like an art teacher.
I'm
Such
not
an
getting
apt
in the raft. I'm
description.
still on my drone. Hey, so there's civilization about 20 miles down south that way. I'm going to go see if I can tell them, like, hey, we crashed, we need some help, and, like, you come with me to my party. Take this flare gun. When you see me shoot the flare gun, shoot this one. Don't kill one another. And just zip off on my drone.
No promises.
Okay.
Was I not enough help or something?
So Tormi, you start going pretty fast. Let's see. What skill would this be for? Well, we don't have our sheets in front of us, so I shouldn't make it.
Piloting?
Yeah, I guess this
Yeah.
could be a piloting roll to see how well you do
Okay,
navigating
this
the
is-
dense swamps.
Nice. Okay, so that's 1 exalted. Success. And then 2 more successes. Okay, so that's 5 successes and exalted.
Well done. So
Real
the exalted
dice
is
like
worth
me.
2, so that's okay, so that's okay, that's good. 5 successes. You do manage to navigate. 20 miles is a long ass distance, and you start to run out of battery, though.
It's almost an error.
Your drone, but like you get far. Like you're able to get like 7 or 8 miles before your drone starts to warn you like we won't have enough battery to return if we keep going.
We're gonna return with civilians, hopefully.
Okay.
Someone more competent in navigating the swamp. So once like ground becomes a little bit more solid, I'm going to hop off my drone and just have it like on my back, hopefully charging. How does my drone charge? Is it solar powered? I really
No, you gotta plug it in.
Like a Tesla.
We're supposed to be an advanced civilization with technology. How are we not?
It's a massive fuck off drone. Like you gotta plug the damn thing in.
I'm guessing the only charging port is on Ormar.
On the Thunderhawk, or maybe in town.
Nerd.
It's not guaranteed, but there's a chance.
Okay. Well, have I made it to the town?
No, you are still 5 miles out, but you've made it 15 miles in a little under an hour.
Okay, yeah, so I'm just gonna like continue hoofing it, quite literally, because I've got little hoof feet.
For the 2 hours it takes Tormy to get to the town, what are you guys gonna be doing?
Nissa is begrudgingly just trying to paddle with like bits and pieces of like wood that she can find to just start paddling everybody towards the south where Tormy went.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
I'll
it's
also help paddle.
it's slow going, but there is no doubt progress.
I pick a part on the boat where I don't have to smell the smell.
I try to make conversation with Cyrod.
Sure, yeah, role played out.
Also, DM, I want to be doing like an awareness check to make sure that if anything is like stuff underneath the water, like a shark or something.
Okay, you're looking under the water?
Or just like around and under the water.
Okay, give me a
shark.
Yeah, give me an awareness roll.
Shark but furry.
Bitch, you think I know that?
I think that's like what?
Furry shark.
What's your awareness roll thing?
It's probably 8.
Shark
Like an elephant
spec
seal.
high into that
Not an
stuff.
elephant seal, a leopard seal.
I'm picturing like a shark, but it just has the face of a rat. And also the hair of a rat.
I mean, that's like the goblin shark, so.
4 successes and 2 exalted, so that's
There's
It's
a
a
real
goblin
shark called a
shark.
goblin shark.
Yeah, look up the goblin shark.
8 successes.
I am.
Nissa, besides the rats and the large reptiles watching you go, you also get the feeling that there's something else watching you.
It's me, sorry.
The trees are rustling, but currently there's no breeze.
God, I hope it's not a goblin shark.
Oh my God. Is it coming from a specific direction or is it more like general?
All around.
I'm
Not
gonna
just
go
general, like around you.
Okay. I'm gonna go Gonaya, there's something around us.
Where? I pull out my sword and rev it up.
Shh.
Whoa! That
I'm
thing's
gonna-
really cool.
Because she's not wearing a helmet, can I smack her across the back of the head lightly?
Guinea, would you like to contest this?
No.
Okay, you get swapped over the back of the head lightly.
Hey.
Quiet. Subtlety. I think there's something watching. So you know how like those gene stealers, they had like an awareness? It's kind of like that, but not the same, and I don't like it. I'm gonna like try to meditate for a moment. Keep pedaling, and if anything happens, wake me up, okay?
Okay.
You're going to bed?
For a moment, I'll be back. And then can I do a psychic mastery test to like try to
Reach
see
out
if
with your
there's-
mind and make contact
Yeah.
with anything?
Yeah.
Yes, you may.
9 days. Holy fuck. Oh my god. Okay, that's actually that's not bad. 2 successes and 3 exalted.
Okay.
So that would be another
a total
8 total.
of 8. Jesus H. Christ. There are beings watching you. Like, living beings. They are old and they
Mostly
are
dead ones.
quite... they are quite psychically potent. As it, like, they may not be psychers, but you can feel their presence very, very strongly. more than your average person.
I didn't go back to paddling, by the way. I'm still standing there with my sword.
This is gonna go. Hello? Hello?
The trees seem to rustle for a moment in reaction and then go silent.
I'm gonna turn to Cyron and be like, "Hey, so you, I guess we're stuck in this boat for a little bit. Do you have a name?"
I don't know, do you?
Yeah.
Good job. Our parents really
Cool.
did that, huh?
I love
Yeah.
and then doesn't answer.
Do they have names?
We all have names.
Cool. What are they?
You can call me Sai. That's Nissa. That's...
Oh, are we not gonna do the dumb fake name thing?
I don't know. Max wasn't here for that.
Sorry, I wasn't.
That's
It's
okay.
fine.
Well, it's too late now.
Yeah.
That's Nissa. That's Lady Killjoy over there. And the one
I love that music video.
the blue
It's
one
40,000 years old.
that flew away is 20.
Cool. I'm Belle.
Just Belle.
Well, it's Belder and Kilgoyle, but you could call me Belle.
Gotcha.
People find it easier to remember.
I mean this in the nicest way possible, but why can I see through you? Has it always been like that?
Yeah, my mom said that I was touched by Nurgle.
I turned my sword to them immediately.
Yeah,
She
Gwinea's
said,
sword is
"What?"
humming and immediately like a millimeter away from your throat.
What's this one doing?
I'm
Gwinnea,
thinking about whether or not I should kill you right
what
now.
That seems a little mean.
What is this not like? There's no one else is like, oh yeah, this is just gotta get touched by one of the chaos guys. Yeah, they're fine to hang around.
Yeah, like
This
they're
is
chill.
MIA.
You're okay with this, Sai?
I don't. I mean, just because someone says something doesn't mean, you know.
Yeah, but look at them.
What about it?
They're pretty obviously like, you know. They're kind of nurgly.
Me in my meditative state. Can I go? We're just visiting. Would you be able to tell us what this place is?
Oh yeah, it's a swamp.
No, I was like asking that to like the spiritual old beings.
Belle doesn't know that.
It's not out
Well,
loud.
I think
it's-
you weren't
it's
saying
like-
it out loud. It was just
Oh.
like happening in your thoughts.
Yeah.
The trees start rustling again. And they don't stop.
If only the Lorax
That
were
was
here,
just a test.
then he could tell us what the fuck they're saying.
Can I try to further probe a little bit more to like one specific, like if there's any specific ancient presence that's nearby compared to any others?
That's clear. Okay, yes, you absolutely can.
And I'm just kind of like gonna knock on the door a little
Nothing
bit.
better than just reaching out to ancient presences in the woods.
Reach out and touch.
Reach out and touch faith.
Okay, so once you start to focus in and try to find a larger, more powerful presence, it doesn't take much time to find it. Even though there are a bunch of different little psychic beacons going off around you in the woods, there is one much more overpowering spirit, I guess you could say. And as it reaches out to you, Nissa, you are given visions. A stag with a human face walks in the swamp.
Oh my god, it's the forest spirit from Princess Mononoke.
Don't look at the
Oh,
eyes.
that's pretty.
Stop that.
I'll kill
I'm
it.
not fucking with anything on that scale. Not in this
Yeah,
lifetime.
as soon as I see that, I'm gonna, like, go, nice to meet you, bye! And then just, like, go back to reality.
Alright. You head back to reality. Currently the party is... So, when you snap back to, Belle has a sword against her neck. Tormy's nowhere to be seen. Cyron is trying to talk Gwinnea out of decapitating Belle. There's a lot going on.
I'm gonna just look at both of
Very-
them, and then
At the
just...
very least, we could hold her for ransom, so let's not kill her, even if she is. Okay?
Are we killing this one? And I'm just gonna reach out my hand.
No, it's okay. I guess this is
No.
when talking through my teeth finally becomes a useful skill.
We're not going to kill the obvious Nurgle worshipper.
Are the
Which-
Nurgle...
Right? I know, but we're not gonna do it, because I says so.
You don't
That's
have
a
to
great
listen to
idea.
me.
I would love to
You
not
want to
die.
kill her? Be my guest. I'm not the leader of this group.
Wait a moment. Gwinnea, and just, like, gonna beckon Gwinnea to just turn her back on Sai and Belle. Gwinnea,
I'll turn my head.
if she's, like, connected to one of those dark gods, maybe killing her immediately would not be a good idea, because then we'd have a target on our back. And, you know, we kind of are still running from the Night Lords.
From the what?
I don't think one of the big old chaos gods really cares about one little worshiper.
Just like the Emperor.
What?
Watch your mouth.
Dun.
And with that,
I
Belle
have
was swiftly
complicated-
decapitated, though.
I have complicated feelings regarding the Emperor. Don't try me on this. That's a whole thing that I'm not sure about, but I am pretty sure about the Dark Gods. And they're bad. And the only reason I didn't kill you, Nissa, is because you seem like a good psyker. But this one sure doesn't.
You know, Sai actually is speaking most of the reason. Usually that's Stormy's job, but seeing as Stormy isn't here, you know, you tried to decapitate Stormy and Sai when we first met, and you almost killed me, but then we took a while. Maybe Belle isn't... You know, they're probably corrupted and we should probably kill them, but, you know, giving it like a day or two wouldn't hurt.
Okay. Fine. 1 day,
2 days.
2 days, and then I'll decide.
I'm gonna look to Sai and just shrug.
Take what I can get with her. You don't have a reasonable bone in your body. Would I die for you anyway? Like, probably. But you should try listening. You know, just a thought.
I would die for you first, so there.
It's not
So
a
how about
competition.
that? Well, whatever.
So, Tormy, you arrive at the town to surprisingly little fanfare. It's quiet.
Okay.
Nobody seems to be out.
Is there any very tall figures, perhaps holding a pitchfork or a trident of some sort, lurking about? Because if not, then I'm gonna kind of like go through the town running, like, help, we're crash landing, mayday, we're in need of assistance.
You receive no answer. None of the lights in the town are on. No lanterns burning. You can't hear the sound of any talking or yelling or singing or moving in general.
I'm going to fire a round of my gun up in the air.
Why?
Off in the distance, you guys can hear and see the blue bolt of plasma
Oh yeah.
This is
lob
gonna
itself up
grab-
into the sky.
The
This is
flare
gonna
gun.
grab the flare gun and fire it.
Tormy, on the horizon, you see a red flare go up.
Ow! My. Okay, I have to compose myself. Is a politician, someone important, someone high up in the caste system. Who has the biggest house here?
There is a large house towards the end of the way. All these
Okay,
houses
I'm
are
looking at
really
the-
rickety and wooden, and they're elevated above the swamp on these stick-like supports.
I'm booking it to that big old house there. I'm just like, oh my god, that
The
they
door
weren't
swings
supposed-
open,
they weren't supposed
and what greets you is a massacre. There are 4 bodies inside this house.
Oh.
By the biggest house on the block, by the way, it's not a very big house. It's just bigger than the other ones. They appear to have been slashed and stabbed many times.
I do not have any weapons that look like they could do that.
Some
so
of them
I don't
appear
think I can be accused of
wrapped in
murder.
vine. Others are just torn apart. And it looks like they've been dead for at least a day or 2. The flies are starting to buzz.
Using the fact that I have seen things probably on that level, if not worse,
Oh,
I'm
you've
just
seen a
gonna
million things
close the
worse.
door, close that door, and just continue looking for like a politician or a policeman or anyone.
Yeah,
just,
your
like,
senses go from like, can anyone
any
help
form
me?
of authority.
You're in like combat mode now. Instead of just like knocking on doors or creaking them open, you're clearing them with your pulse rifle. Well, you put your pulse rifle because
can
it's too
just
long on your
kick
back,
them
and you take
down.
the pulse carbine off your drone. And so
just
you start
down those doors.
systematically clearing buildings.
Can I have my helmet on thermal?
Absolutely,
vision to
yeah. I
see
mean,
if
I was
can
assuming
find-
you were scanning for targets.
Oh yeah, definitely. I'm
Um,
looking for life forces.
Tormy, you every house you clear, just you get more and more hopeless with after every house because each one is a similar scene. Whether it be a tavern full of people or a family, it seems like they were taken by surprise. There's still rotten food on plates being picked at by rodents and flies. There are cups of water that that are now gross and stagnant. It appears there maybe was some type of fight back. Some people have kitchen knives in their hands or pitchforks, or one of them even has a las gun. And it looks to be Imperial Guard issue. Like, it's got the green painting on it. But other than that, there's nothing alive in this town.
Oh no. Is there any like electrical port or anything like that?
Give me an awareness roll.
I don't know my awareness.
Fuck.
stat.
Okay, then we'll
Oh,
say...
roll 20's up. Roll 20's up.
Oh, it is?
Oh,
Hell yeah,
it
get
is?
it.
Yeah, it's been up.
Okay, I think could I still use my real dice since they like me more?
Yeah,
The
sure.
roll 20 AI. Thank you. The roll 20 AI is mean to me.
And it does take too long, in general.
So if you want us to still
Yeah.
roll on our dice, but just click that.
Do whatever,
yeah,
it's, at this point, it's whatever you
do.
prefer. I don't have the overlay up on the, OBS screen, so I don't really give a fuck.
Yeah, I just need to see what my stat is for awareness, because if you're expecting me to have a working memory, wow, that's so nice of you. Maybe you shouldn't.
Awareness
I'm
is
looking to
you
see
roll
if I
8 dice.
Okay, how much? I added one more to my collection, so I have 7 dice here. And then... Okay, so that's looking like 4 successes.
Well done. Okay. You are able to find a small solar battery that with a charger. While the port doesn't directly fit your it doesn't fit your drone, you're able to wire it and hook it up rather quickly. Your Tau drone is pretty rugged, and so is this generator, so it doesn't take long.
Okay, now, a thing that we should have established a long time ago. Do we have any form of walkie-talkies or telecom ear communicator piece thingies on anyone in the party?
Yeah, you all had comms, if I remember correctly. Little
Thank you. Okay, I'm going to come into the
Voxcasters.
party. I'm going to vox them. You weren't supposed to shoot the flare. That was not a flare. That was me shooting up a distress shot to alert the town, and they're all dead, by the way. So
Are we all getting
We
this?
killed him with the flare?
you're getting some of it. It appears the electrical
Storm
storms in
flare.
the upper atmosphere are fucking with your Voxcasters. You get like every other word. You hear, shouldn't, flare, all dead. The rest is
I should
static.
have saved that flare for a tough fight.
no.
Did you have? You wouldn't have had anything to do with all of those townspeople being dead, would you? Person whose name I've yet to say.
My name is Belle. There's a bunch of townspeople who are dead.
Yes, about 20 or now about 18 miles south.
Do I know anything about it, Harry?
Fucking nothing. You were at this town just a week ago, and everybody was very much alive.
Well, shit. I've been here for like, 2 days, hunting by rats. So, fuck.
Did they have food there that we could take? Since they're dead now?
It's
Yeah.
rotten. But I can look and see if they have some sort of rations stowed away in the cupboard, but it's a massacre. It seems like plants caught them, other than the immense amount of stab wounds.
I mean,
Did
are
I
there
like
any
live
other
there, Harry,
settlements?
or do I just like?
No,
travel
you
around?
just stopped there to resupply on ammo before you went out
Okay.
rat hunting.
Is there any other what? I'm sorry, Max, I couldn't hear that last bit.
Are there any other settlements? Is it just one thing?
I can do another Auspex scan for signs of life, but I'm
Hey,
only
Wumpy,
picking
are there
up...
any other towns?
Are there?
There
yeah,
are.
I mean, like,
this.
there's other
there-
ones on the planet.
Yeah, on the planet there are other towns. This is the closest town by far.
Yeah, they're kind of far though.
Do they have like a winch that we could borrow? I guess it's not really borrowing since they're all dead. That we could
Like a
take
ship?
to get Oromar out.
Oh
the
yeah, that's
swamp?
right. After I'm gonna end communications with them, leave have my drone charging, and I'm going to look for some sort of vehicle capable of swamp transporting, maybe like a hover bike of some sort.
Mhm.
And while I'm doing that, I'm also going to look for some rations because I'm starting to get
Hey,
hangry.
hey, Harry.
Yes.
Hey, Harry, are the trees still rustling?
Oh god.
Yes, but they're more.
Alright.
They're a little bit more. If curious is the right word, they seem to. The rustling is getting closer and louder, and the sun is beginning to set.
I don't know if anybody got disturbed by that. But anyways, what I failed to mention because we were deciding on if we were going to kill Belle, was that there are like these really old presences that have to do with the nature, I think, and they weren't evil, but they were like not entirely friendly, and the trees are like not. We should find cover before everything gets worse at night. Maybe we should head back to Maybe we should head back to Ormor. That might be the safest.
In our sinking ship.
Well, it's not sinking, you said. It was just stuck.
Alright.
Are we gonna get attacked by rats? I don't.
Probably
I'm not,
not.
I'm not afraid of
Considering
rats.
considering that apparently all of those townspeople were caught unattending, I don't have high hopes of us surviving out on our own like this.
Cyron, I have a question for you. Could you do me a favor and make a willpower check of some kind? Let me just double check what the good. Give me a willpower, but plus psychic mastery roll.
Okay, hold on. Should I just like roll those two things?
So, well, you don't have any points in psychic mastery, if I recall correctly. So just roll willpower.
Okay. Why can't I find it?
There you go. Let me see.
Corruption.
It's under attributes. It should be so.
Oh God, I've been looking in the wrong place. There we go.
Here we go. What are we seeing? 4 successes. Not bad.
Not bad. And there's a glory.
Now, there's something off in the trees, Nissa. Not Nissa, Cyron, sorry.
Yeah.
Silly me. Is that a light? Something about it seems to be calling to you. It's dancing among the trees. Almost like an Eldar would. Like it's... Maybe there's someone like you out here. You feel drawn to it.
I'm gonna, like, from, like, where I'm sitting, I'm gonna get up on my knees, and I'm gonna call out the, like, equivalent of, like, is anyone out there in Eldar?
Nothing but the rustling of trees.
Okay, guys, can we turn? I swear I just saw something out that way.
What kind of something?
Like another one of me.
Like a clone of you?
No, not like that. Like another Eldar. Or, I don't know, it felt that way.
Did it look like a stag? Did it look like a stag with a human face?
No, it was just light.
Was it rustling the trees?
Yes.
Can I like snap in front of Cyron to see if like to get out of their like trance or whatever?
Sure you can.
Oi!
That sort of
Oi.
brings you back a bit, Cyron. Not
pretty
fully.
low.
You're still really drawn to whatever this thing was. You want, like, more than wanting to get revenge on your ex-captain, you want to figure out what the fuck that was.
Oi! You realize that's the opposite way. That's east. We need to head back north towards Ormor.
Yeah, what if we didn't go chasing strange compulsions in a swamp?
Here, Gwinnea, and Cyron's gonna take one of their belts off and hand it to Gwinnea, and I was like, puts his.
I'm sorry, I'm not interested in that. I've done the other sisters. I now is
it's
not.
just so I don't jack the boat, idiot.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, well, okay, Sai, what if I try to help you? Because you're just very in tune with psychic stuff. So if it's another one of you, maybe with my help, we could reach out to it and try to communicate without having to move over there.
How?
Can I use telepathy? And then with telepathy, try doing another check so like 2 psychic mastery checks to try to share whatever I see.
Sure. So what are you looking for with your psychic mastery test?
I'm trying to sense if they're like in the direction that Sai is yearning for any like being or
Yearning.
Eldar or something.
Okay. Give me the roll.
In this
Okay.
house, we yearn.
Oh, great. You guys are going to leave me on the boat with Belle. Or mentally on the boat with Belle.
Okay, I want to take a picture of this because this is disgusting.
Oh, dear.
I only have 4 exalted.
Oh, only?
Only.
I know. So that's another 8.
There certainly is something over that way. In fact, there's something in just about every direction. There are thousands of things around you. Small, wispy little things. About the size of Tormy, maybe.
That's very big.
But pretty much impossible to spot in the trees.
Are they ghosts? Are they... Sai, are you getting this? Because I was trying to use telepathy to.
Well, you know what a ghost is like.
Okay.
And these ain't ghosts. These are alive.
But so can Sai, like... Sai, are you getting this?
Am I?
Sai, you are not getting... Well, you don't know what she's referring to.
Okay. No, just the one, and I feel like I need to get there. I need to get there.
There's hundreds of thousands of things. They're not ghosts. Well, they're kind of like ghosts, but if ghosts were alive, which I guess would make it not a ghost.
What are they then?
I don't know. Hello? Do they have any malice? Can I sense their intention at all?
Currently, there is only curiosity. Not hostility, not yet, but they're more curious as to why you're here.
Can I, using it, just go like say out loud? We were traveling and we got our transportation, our ship was hurt. We mean you no harm, and we will leave as soon as possible. We need shelter and food before we can go. We mean you no harm.
Suddenly, there's another presence. And you can feel the smaller, lighter presences of whatever these things are in the trees flee away from it. This is certainly more predatory, darker, and much more powerful.
Is it like the ancient presence that I felt before, or is this different?
This is a different presence. It's similar in It's similar, but it's a different presence.
Okay, so it's like an ancient evil presence. Okay, got it. This is gonna snap back and we need to go. There's that really old thing that I think that's hey Sai, do you know of any like really old spiritual beings that are like ancient, like primordial, and that are like evil and they like to feast upon the living?
Like
I
the
don't know.
dark
My
gods?
dad's pretty old, and he was kind of an asshole.
Yeah, your dad's coming for us. We need to run.
Oh fuck.
Cyron, suddenly you are overtaken by another vision, but you're not sure if it's a vision or not. It sort of flickers in and out of reality. A larger, darker stag without a human face, but with the paws like a lion, is bounding through the trees towards you.
Did you guys take the drugs without telling
Let's
us?
run. Or whatever the equivalent of paddle.
Yeah,
Like
Cyron,
that.
you try to strain against your bonds, but to no avail. Nissa has done a good job, or Gwinnett has done a good job of tying them.
Um,
Yeah, in hearing that, Nissa's just gonna start furiously paddling. Should I do like an athletics check? I don't know.
Nissa, you can feel this force rushing you as well, although you don't hear or see anything.
I'm just gonna start paddling and yell at Gwinnea and Belle to like, start paddling towards the ship.
All right.
I'm gonna pull out my new sword, and I'm gonna take a ready stance.
Gwinnea, your sword is out, and you are ready. Okay, Tormy.
Hi, yeah, I'm
God.
in Murdersville over here.
Yeah, your drone is charged. The batteries on this little solar-powered charger were already kind of full. This thing had been running without interruption for a while now, so it's pretty good.
How big is this thing? Can I take this and keep it on me, or is it like?
Yeah,
too
you
big
could
to
probably
do
like
that?
fit it on your back. You could like fit it in your backpack.
I'm doing that. I'm kidnapping this portable charger. Now I'm looking for some sort of hover bike, food, supplies.
So you search around the village some more, and just about the most capable vehicle you find is a small wooden dinghy with an outboard motor. Seems about half
Alright.
full with fuel.
And considering we might be dealing with some sort of nature cosmic horror entity, I am going to resist my urge to set this village on fire. And
Also, it's like an active crime scene.
yeah, they like.
Well, bold of
there's-
you to assume the police are going to come all the way out
That
here.
there even are police in Lucky Space. In fact,
Yeah,
the whole
exactly.
thing of Lucky Space is that there's fucking no police.
I like that it's called
Thank
Lucky
God.
Space.
You can find out why later.
Okay, so yeah, I'm going to, against my better nature, not set this place on fire and take this vehicle that I found and make my way back to my friends and vox them.
Yep, the vehicle requires just a tiny bit of percussive maintenance.
the
Just
Vox
bong,
Machina.
bong, bong, and then it just to life, and you are off down the swamp. It's faster than your drone, and while it isn't exactly the easiest thing to pilot, it's also not so difficult that it would make you worry. And within...
Tormy,
Yeah, you're
this
at
is
once...
Tormy reporting in. What's your status?
Ah!
Ah! Belle,
I
hand
lean over
it
to
me.
use Gwynnea's mic.
Apparently we're being attacked by something, but I don't
What?
see anything.
I need details. What kind of enemy are we going?
I don't know. The psychic people are being weird again.
Was this a mid-invasion?
No?
Aren't you glad you have me to hang out with? Well, this like
That basically sums up the 40k experience of, like, there's trouble on the horizon. The psychic people are being weird again, and I don't know what's going on.
Back in the day, it was simple. We just execute the psychic people and then burn everything. Now I gotta
Now-
deal with all this shit.
G, listen to me. As a non-psychic race, psychers are useful. Get Cyron on the line.
More trouble than they're worth. They're spasming and stuff. I don't...
Can you get Nissa on the line?
Same deal.
You have your mammal.
Ah!
You want to talk to
Slaughter.
Lumpy? Here, Lumpy.
Bye.
Black. No. Soldier, I'm just going to turn off the box and focus on driving
okay.
while swearing profusely.
Bye. I
Is
hand
it?
it back to Gwinnea.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, I
DM,
like that.
DM.
Yes.
Can I attempt to do conceal phenomena on or that's on myself. Can I do conceal phenomena, which is you draw dark energies of the warp with your mind cloaking your
Okay.
presence against those who may detect you?
Okay. Yes, you can.
Gonna
Belle's
roll.
happy that she already has a nickname with these people.
Lumpy.
One success, one exalted. So 3.
Okay, not bad. Not good either, but not bad. Yeah, you managed to disguise your psychic presence, but again, this thing doesn't stop fucking coming. And it's here. The trees are now going wild. You can actually see these things jumping from branch
There
to
we
branch to
go.
escape it. They're small. They almost look like living branches, practically, or they're like little, almost like little Eldar made of wood and
Advanced
leaves.
stink bug.
Firewood.
Have I ever seen anything like this, Harry?
You maybe thought you did out of the corner of your eye a couple times, but now it's clear they're not making an effort to hide. They are fleeing.
God, it's like Princess Mononoke, but a lot
Yeah, but instead of the
worse
cute little rock men.
for us. Okay, I'll set my chainsword to wood chipper and get ready.
Yep. In the distance, you
From a
hear
distance.
you hear an elk's cry.
Ah, never mind. Back to
Long
flesh
moaning
mode.
scream.
This is Mononoke.
Toot toot.
And then closer.
Fun fact, it's
then
called
closer.
bugling.
Ooh.
Oh. I'm gonna cut that bugling off when I cut its head off.
Cyron, you're the only one who sees this, but a shadow, now silhouetted against the night sky, is looming over the raft. An elk-like being, nearly 50 meters high.
Big boy.
It leans over, looking directly at you, Cyron, just maybe 10 feet from your face, with its massive humanoid features, which now you see appear to be made out of wood and bark. You've been through much suffering, haven't
Do I talk to you in Eldar or the other one?
It's speaking Eldar to you.
Okay. I think so. Yeah.
Well, I apologize, my child, for it is out of my control. But your suffering will increase before it diminishes. You need to flee.
Flee. What? Flee where?
Back to your ship. Perhaps with that you could survive the night. But just know you're hunted.
Who are you?
And with that, the vision fades.
Every single curse you've ever heard is coming out of Cyron's mouth right now.
Yeah, Cyron is just incoherently
It's
screaming.
like if anyone's ever heard Family Reunion by Blink-182, that's what it sounds like.
I'm like 50-50 on whether it's a warp thing and I should swing. I'll give them the
Ness is still
benefit of the doubt.
furiously paddling.
Yeah, the Thunderhawk's in sight, and you can hear
Oh.
from the direction that that everything was fleeing from. You can hear the burbling buzz of a small outboard motor. You can see Tormy just jetting towards you on this little dinghy.
I wave.
As soon as Nessa sees that, she goes, Tommy, oh my god, come here. Oh, we need to get back to the ship. We need to close everything. I know what they say we can't leave, but we need to at least stay there. There's something that's coming after us, and Sidon is going apeshit, and I'm going apeshit, and oh my
Kid,
god.
Harry.
Yeah.
I'm gonna Torment like slow down, deaccelerate, and just like put both of her hands on Nisha's shoulder, kind of shake her.
No,
a little.
we have to keep going. We have to keep going, and she's still
You're
trying
the
to like,
breathing
paddle.
exercises I tell you, and then don't talk to me until you've done them, and just continues whooping off.
Have I ever heard of any sort of nature attack before? Like the one at the village? And anything
There
to
have
do
been
with
rumors that
big boys?
the woods have a tendency to look out for themselves in a way, and when people get too ambitious or too or stray a little too far from the trail, things generally
nature
don't go well
eventually.
for them.
I'm gonna
Nature
toss
cover
Cyron
or-
in the new boat and turn to Lumpy and be like, "It's a thing that happens when you got psychers with you.
What? What does?
Can you let my
This shit."
No, nature just like, if you fuck up nature too much, it just like does this. They're not causing this.
Yeah,
somebody
agree to
untie
disagree.
me?
Tormy's
will
gonna
Oh, yeah,
untie
sorry.
them. Like plasma knife, untie them.
You've untied you've untied Cyron.
Everybody
Cyron,
just
give me a willpower check.
again.
Yeah.
Cyron's in like
Harry.
a fucking fugue state over here.
Oh my my lovely lad. Much suffering we must go through.
Ooh,
Okay.
Ooh.
spicy.
Cyron takes off into the swamp.
Ah, Glax!
What?
No.
Towards where?
5 successes?
Yeah.
My jetpack after
Five
him?
I don't even
successes.
have that many dice.
Piloting roll, please, for jetpacking.
Can I try to catch them?
That's an athletics
there.
for you.
Fuck yeah, it
I'm
is.
I'm jetting off into.
I have a 4 and a 2. Is that one success?
That is one success. You're able to get the jetpack airborne. It is hard to pilot, and you can't really do it accurately. You're kind of... You're going in roughly Cyron's direction, but doing, like, big aerial circles. Cyron, could you give an athletics roll?
Everybody
Kind of
pray
dodge
that's
roll of some kind
bad.
to,
Pray that it's bad.
or
Please
either...
be bad.
Yeah,
Ooh,
okay.
it was bad.
I have an idea if that fails.
Sister Gwinnea, you managed to leap and grab one of Cyron's prosthetics.
Great, I haul him back in the boat.
All right, contested strength, which I have a feeling is gonna go to
That should be
the sister.
fine.
So now I've shot off into the forest.
Holy
You're
shit.
saying.
Oh,
Fucking
I'm
Hey,
re-rolling. I'm
we
spending
have glory.
this
use
time.
an icon to re-roll that.
Yeah,
much better.
there we go.
Okay. Cyron manages to kick you pretty hard in the chin with with one of their prosthetics, and it does not feel good, but that's
I'm
not enough to
sorry,
loosen
I
your
don't
grip in a
know
way
why
that would
I'm
allow them to
doing
escape.
this. I don't.
Power.
Yeah,
You're
Cyron
saying
is
that I
now
shot
just
off into the
babbling
forest.
about needing to go into the woods, needing to follow the light.
Yeah, I'm putting them in a double arm bar.
Cyron, you are now fully pinned.
Right, you did wrestling.
This is an illegal move.
Oh!
Let's get Cyron.
Yeah, it's fucking
back onto the
dangerous
ship.
and too good at
Oh, no, wait,
subduing people.
that's the full Nelson.
Oh, yeah.
No, I think a double arm bar might still be illegal. I don't remember. It's been a while.
There are no
Gwinnett.
laws in Lucky Space. It doesn't matter.
It's true.
Gee, we need
It's
to
the
get
still laws
Cyron
anyway.
back onto the
Laws.
ship. Oh my gosh, we are going off topic.
Oh, Gwinnett was definitely a wrestler in the Abbey.
In the academy, in Sister Academy.
Gee,
pretty
we
sure
need
that's
to
like
get
a-
Cyron to the medical ward and under some anesthetics.
Yeah.
I'm
Anything
hoping
under
that-
fucking anesthetics.
Can I try
I'm
to
hoping
zoom
that
back
those
to them?
brain anesthetics aren't strong
Yeah,
enough
you're
to kill
able to
you, but
once Cyron gets grabbed, you are able to sort of bounce off a few trees and get yourself in roughly the right direction. Yeah, George of the
You guys
Jungle.
hear some
Boom,
fleshy
boom, boom.
crunches in the distance.
Ooh, hope your organs are fine. They're sack.
They're fine. Nurgle will
Cool.
provide.
Yeah. Okay. Don't.
It's worth knowing, Sister Gwinnea, that like you know what chaos feels like when a person is heavily corrupted.
Yeah.
There's fucking zero corruption on Belle. Like
Okay. Okay.
she's just fucking disgusting.
I think.
Very
Well, is she like a mutant? Because that's.
You would guess like it looks almost like she's been like this is the result of like some acute radiation poisoning in the womb.
Well, I don't know what that is. I just know that it's mutation.
Yeah.
Gwinnett doesn't know what a womb is. Gwinnett doesn't know how babies are made.
Back in the day, being lumpy was enough for a summary execution.
Yeah.
Me.
What happened to kill the mutant? Well, they found out ratlings were useful.
Yeah. Well, they're a specific. Whatever.
Although
get
they
back to
do
the boat.
occasionally eat Lazpaks.
Yeah. Let's get back to the boat before Cyron figures
Yeah.
out how to like shuck their arms and take off that way.
You
Just
are
attach
able
them.
to eventually you are able to get to the Thunderhawk as the skies above open up. Torrential rain,
rain?
immense amounts of wind so strong that it like jostles the Thunderhawk in the mud.
Oh, we should
Lightning.
build a sail.
And you don't know if it's the settling of the swamp or the now slightly warped and damaged metal of the Thunderhawk's hull falling into place. But it sounds like there's things wrapping on the hull and on the doors.
Oh God.
Tapping
she
away.
wasn't kidding. We really are being hunted.
Who wasn't
Not-
kidding?
In the meantime,
Now-
can I do like a medicine check for Sai?
You may.
What's left of my body?
Medicare 8.
Just
Roll.
a 12 on the
Cyron's
head.
fucking fine physically and doesn't appear to have been poisoned or anything. And you don't get much warp off of this either. It's like a whole other type of shit.
What happened? You just suddenly were strangely calm after saying that we needed to head back, which what I was already saying. But
I. You're gonna think I'm crazy, so please don't. But something spoke to me, like a
was it a big
deer.
deer with a human face?
Yeah, but it was made of wood, and it told me that I'd suffered a lot and that she was sorry, but we needed to come back here because we're being hunted, and this is the only way that we'd live through the night. But then, for some reason, my legs lost control and told me to go the other way, but I don't want to leave. I want to be in the ship. If we have some rope, I'll show you guys how to do it so it's like comfortable and I won't be able to go anywhere.
Hot.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
we definitely
know
have
a
some
lot about
extra
that,
rope.
about being tied up.
Yeah.
Cool.
Some of us had lives before prison, Gwinnea.
I had a life before prison. I liked it.
She just wasn't into that part.
It was simple.
I
Yeah,
bet it was.
Tormi's just gonna abide by what Cyron says in order to how to tie them up.
Like,
Alright.
Hey, Tormi. I know that
Yeah.
Ormor isn't doing very well.
Yeah.
It wouldn't be possible for you to put up the Geller field, would it?
It depends on where the Gellerfield's location is. I'm assuming
Just in the
that a
middle.
little water damage wouldn't put it too much out of commission, but
It's just a field full of Ross Geller from Friends.
that's awful.
Oh.
and we are in reality. Don't ship
Okay.
some sort of shield on them, because I remember in the audio book, do we have a void shield? Damn it. Okay, we have ceramide armor that's like a whole bunch of space marines all piled onto our ship, so I guess that's nice, but no, we can't activate the Geller field. But we could plant landmines all over the place.
Don't go
but
outside.
I don't, yeah. Now, can I see this thing?
I'm done. I'm done with this shit. Someone get me Wex.
If I would think that my line of sight's pretty good considering how. All right, yeah. So, I mean, when I'm inside the ship, I'm not wearing my helmet. I just have it like attached to my belt or something. Are you guys? I swear, maybe some plant got in my eye, but I'm seeing green bits.
You can see it or you can't.
I can see green bits.
Guys, I thought we weren't supposed to get high on our own supply.
You're not, but I and like Cyron is
Cyron.
like losing the
Cyron.
ability to-
Unlike you guys,
you
I am
broke me.
resistant to the effects of psychic predators.
Gunea, shush. Cyron,
Oh,
take
my
a deep
phone's
breath
superior.
in. Hold it. Deep breath out. Repeat. Come on. Do it again. Again.
Can I use mind probe to forcibly calm Psy down?
Jesus Christ.
Okay.
Well, that's a good idea.
Here we
Hi, this
go.
is how our therapy works.
Here we go.
God,
Okay,
this is like a dad who doesn't really know how cars work, but it's like, I'm sure I can fix this, and just goes to town with a wrench in the
So
engine.
me. You're talking about me.
Yes.
All right.
4 successes,
Okay.
1 exalted, so 6.
Yeah. If we are trying to help me, then I don't want to resist. Maybe I am crazy.
No.
I want to go to the cabin. I want to look out the window. Because I want to see if I can kill whatever this is.
Gunea. Don't look
And
into the void. It'll look back at you.
I know. I don't look into the warp. This is probably just some monkeys or something. I'm sure it's fine.
Gunea,
I
no.
just pop
You
the
don't look into
hatch,
that's
kill a couple, scare them
nonsense.
off. I'm just gonna go
Okay.
look. The cockpit, the window. Oh, that's cool. I'm gonna punch the windscreen and see if they startle.
No.
It's
Oh
fine.
no,
I can't break
no.
this. Yeah. I have power armor on. I'm fine. Do they flinch though?
So there's a thing on our window. Okay, you know what? Just closing the blinds. We'll address
told
this
you
in the
guys,
morning.
It said that we're being hunted, and it knows
Hunted by
Eldar. It
twigs?
talks to me the pretty way, not the ugly way that we talk.
Thanks.
Okay, so this is some sort of.
Sorry, it's true.
We're being
Sorry, my
hunted.
voice doesn't sound like
There's some
sing-song.
sort of thing that's able to communicate through the mind and give warning but not prevent. So this just sounds like a god.
I'm pretty sure gods can prevent shit.
Something that's...
Are you even here?
I don't fucking
Old of you
know.
to assume that gods even have power.
Yeah, Lumpy's here, and all of our
Hi.
stuff.
Oh, now I understand why you guys were turning green. I'm putting my helmet back on.
Yep.
But Sai, something more
Maybe we
than
could
a god.
put it in a crate.
It looked like, and you kept saying it was calling you. Is it an Eldar? You said it was one of you.
No. Oh, right, okay. So there are two things. There are the little things, and they look like Eldar, but like light, and they call me. But then when we were on the raft, there was another thing, like the big gigantic deer, and that one just talked to me, but it also spoke in Eldar.
God, at least Gene Stealers just try to kill you.
I don't know. I think that they're two separate things, and one of them is nice and one of them isn't.
So let's
So do you
kill
think
the
the
bad
little
one.
green ones, like the little noodle ones, are they the ones hunting us?
I think so.
Okay, if they're the ones hunting us, then we can Molotov cocktail them.
Yeah, they're
What the-
twigs. What were we
Wait,
scared
they're
of
small.
twigs?
They're
I've
like
never had that
Tormin
kind of
size, right?
alcohol before.
Aren't they
Oh.
like Tormin size?
No, hold on. I didn't. Hermie's
me,
gonna
that's
like
small.
pull over a crate and sit down on it. I didn't tell you what I saw at the village, other than just everyone's dead. Well, they had stab wounds. Some looked like they were suffocated by vines, but there were vines all over the place.
Oh yeah, nature does that sometimes.
Oh, geez, you are a very comforting force in this discussion, aren't
I'm
you?
so glad.
You know, Belle, actually, we have a room for you that we have.
Really?
A specific room for you. Yeah.
That's so
I go
nice.
over, I empty out another one of the storage crates. Right? Here you go. Jump in.
How do you know I was coming?
We the psychers, you know, foresight.
Oh yeah, obviously.
So yeah, just jump in.
Okay. Here I go.
Can I close the? I'm
Yeah.
This is wrong.
gonna close the lid on them. Does it have
Hi.
a lock by any chance?
Can I breathe in here? Cool.
Sai,
I'm gonna hammer that home. Like, okay. Hopefully that'll contain the smell.
No,
Sai, when
see,
I was going, wait,
No, it lingers.
Sai, when I was, with Ophelia and everything, I found out that you were a lot older than me, but you helped me a lot. And I told you about, well, what I thought was my past, but is there anything that happened before? You have lived for 100 or so years. Is there anything? You said that it said you were its child. You were maybe it's your answer. Anything just about it. We didn't even know until we just found out that you were on a ship with a captain and that you tried to kill him.
That would be 227 to be exact.
Fuck.
So you've been around a bit longer. Is there?
I,
Would
I
could
don't
you tell
know.
us?
A lot has happened. I grew up with other Eldar. I had two parents. They were okay. Um,
What made you run away?
I don't know. They were too. They didn't get me. They didn't want me to be myself. So I told them that I was leaving to figure that all out. And they said, okay. And I didn't miss them for a long time, but now I kind of do. And not long, like after I left, Dagnerar found me. It's my old captain. He,
The one we hate and we want to kill.
yes, I don't know if he should die. I mean, he's
The
not.
one we want to inflict pain upon.
He, I worked for him for almost my whole career. He taught me everything I know. He had, or I guess it wasn't on purpose. A lot of people die because of him. I lost my first arm because of him. My second arm because of uh the night people, and the two legs also from him. So I'd say his track record isn't great. Um and I've seen a lot and I've done a lot, but I don't think I am deserving of whatever divine intervention is happening here right now.
Well, what is the things that you've seen a lot of and done a lot of? I thought that you were around 20 like me, and turns out you're around 20 plus 200.
Well, to an Eldar, I'm like 20. You're not really fully grown. It works different for us. It's like slower. Uh, it's kind of like, are there dogs in Warhammer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you know how they say that like dog years are like 7 like normal years? It's kind of like that except smarter. Does that make sense?
No, but go on.
Yes.
I don't know. If I told you, you guys wouldn't want to be around me anymore.
Sorry,
Around.
we're stuck
Shitty
in
person.
Oromor. We're stuck in Oromor with nowhere to go except for death if we go outside. I think this is the exact place and time to tell us.
Yeah, the worst thing we can do
Sauron,
is
look
put
at
him in a
us.
box.
Look at us. You
I am
have
not
two
looking.
members of the party, Tormi gestures to her and Gunea, who are members of a whole league of war criminals, and we have committed a fair share of war crimes ourselves. Nissa, who
Ex-members.
can explode someone's brain just by looking at them funny. And, well, what I'm trying to say is we're not good people, Sauron. And we're not good people at the best of times. But we've made things work. We're going to sell drugs. We're going to pay off this debt to the captain. And I guess, what is it? Like camaraderie amongst thieves.
Yeah.
You're okay with us, and you're okay for us. Or to us. Gothic is hard.
Have you done worse than firing a flamer into a crowd?
Who else would I hang out that's another Xenos?
Have you murdered over 100 astropaths?
I don't know.
I know.
Working under the captain is like he tells you pull the trigger and then you do it.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the concept.
Mm-hmm. I was just following order.
I'm
I'm
Is
just
not
gonna
anyone
wait until
gonna hang?
sunrise.
Is anyone gonna hang out
We
in the
have-
box with me?
No.
Oh.
We have a lava cannon or a magma cannon. I always forget what that thing is called. We have a big hot gun on top of our ship.
Big hot gun.
Yes, we have a big hot gun on top of our ship. We can use that. Although, my guess is this nature probably wants us gone. And considering what we did, we crashed here at this planet. It's probably angry at us, just like it was angry at those people who, I guess, maybe cut down a little too many trees.
The Lorax. Sorry.
The deer god
Yeah.
didn't seem angry with me though. She was
He-
sympathetic. I made
Well-
a Lorax joke like half an hour ago and nobody said anything.
Maybe. I'm guessing
How bad
they
maybe?
might be two different things.
I
yeah.
think so. So the real question is, what interest do they both have in us?
More specifically
one
with
of
you,
us-
I think.
I mean, I'm assuming it's me, over the rest of you because I speak their language. They
Well, just go ahead and say it's you. You can be selfish. I had an entire story arc.
maybe
gonna-
it's me. What I'm most concerned about is that it told me that my suffering will get worse before it gets better.
That's true.
And if I lose my nice pretty face, I don't even want to be alive anymore. So I hope
love
that the
Senna.
suffering is like mental and not physical.
Yeah, almost that
The
Yeah.
word
good news
used.
is by that assertion, that means I lived through this. So good luck to the rest of you, I guess.
Thanks, but I think we all have plot armor. Anyway.
Unless heaven is better.
That's not true. That's not true.
Vanessa already had her story arc. She's fine with getting killed off.
Don't
You saw what Harry did to Cyrus in the first go-round. Actually,
I know because I was trying to kill myself earlier. It's probably not going to happen, so I'm good.
Y'all crazy.
Anyways, so Tormi, if it is as you say, maybe blowing them up with fire because their nature isn't the best idea.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go over
but
and
at the
pull the,
I
the
mean, aren't
top
fire
off the
types
storage
effective
crate.
against grass types?
hi.
Yeah. Hey,
At
Lumpy.
the same time, nature. Listen, I fought the Nids. The Nids are just biomass, and the way you beat them is, well, some of them at least. At least when they're starting off.
You shoot the
set them
big
on
ones.
fire. You do shoot the big ones, and the little ones, to keep them from eating, you set them on fire.
Yeah. Hey, Lumpy.
And
You've survived on this planet for a while.
Yep.
Do you know how to deal with these things?
Nope. Can't say I've ever encountered them. Why is my voice different? Who knows?
Okay, put the
Yeah.
lid back on.
Oh.
well, let's light this place up. And
I made a box, so.
This
I
is a planet I can
think-
get behind.
I know just what we can make. Napalm.
Promethium.
What
I
is
know
it?
as.
Greek fire. Yeah, we can throw some Greek fire in there too.
You know what I realized? I've been muted for a while. That's
Harry.
okay, because you guys have been talking, and it's been all fucking good.
All right.
You know what?
Glad you joined us, Harry.
You know what the good news is? The good news is nobody fucking watches this show. So
It's just for us.
it's literally just for us.
If I asked
They're
my
just
parents to
roasting
watch it,
themselves.
they would, but that's the last thing I would ever want to do playing this character.
Hey, you know all my insecurities
Surreal.
projected onto this podcast? Hey parents, could you
This is instead of therapy. This is instead of family therapy.
Also,
Oh god. Oh god.
Max does. And then they go to Duncan.
So I guess the episode.
no, we
Oh,
do.
I get to be your driver, don't I?
I think we're done.
No, I'm still gonna make Jack take me. It's
No, that's valid.
it's sacred.
So, yeah,
You can also-
let's...
As long
You
as
can
you
wait
get
for
Max talking, I'm
sunrise.
happy.
So,
Usually this shit ends by sunrise.
Well, that's
And if
if
it
we make
doesn't,
it
then
through
we
Like
can-
sunrise.
vampire.
Yeah.
If we survive.
But we're
Mm.
not in vampire for 40k.
Vampire 40k, that's too many vampires.
don't get me started on 40k vampires. They are a thing.
Unfortunately.
In fact, you fucking encountered
That's
them.
hot.
They're fucking
Yeah.
night
Yeah,
lords
the Night
too.
Lords.
There's also the Blood
Night
Angels.
Lords.
There's
Some
also the
Blood
Blood
Angels.
Angels, the Carcadons, but they're more Sharkmen.
They've
Incredible
got
that
too
all
many
the-
of them.
All the vampires are space marines.
Yep.
40k.
Well, I mean,
You thought a
Space
vampire was
Marines
bad?
are really...
No, it's a fucking space marine.
Vampire.
Yeah.
Anyways, I don't have anything to
That's kinda
plug.
hardcore,
Thanks
though.
for listening, no one.
Okay, so
We
are
love you,
we
no one.
torching or not?
We can...
Because I feel like that'll be a good note to end things on.
It's a
Should
plan.
we maybe start the next episode off on a bang?
Okay, yeah, sure.
We started this one on a bang. I think ending it on a bang too might be a little bit too much bang.
No, let's end
Do
it
we
on a
have any-
bang. Let's see.
Do
What's
we have any
bang?
flame? Wait, Harry, we have a bunch of crates. Are there any space marine flamers in here?
Please
mean, you
don't accidentally throw my crate out.
We've got a
the
melt a
crate.
gun.
That's
Yeah,
true. That is very hot.
And
Okay, yeah, Tormi's just gonna.
as
spend
far,
the
I mean,
night
you've
making
got some
napalm.
you've got some welders for like
cocktails.
repairing shit, but no
Actually-
full size flamers.
Here's another idea.
Do those?
Here,
Things.
counterpoint to our idea. This is happening because we pissed off nature. Do you think setting everything on fire is going to make it any better?
Definitely not.
What's going to come after us next?
Well, we
Miracle.
need to get our ship out somehow. Not like these things are looking to be friends with us.
What if we focused on getting the ship out? And
Okay, yeah, sure. We can try getting the ship out with things actively trying to kill us.
we can do something with the engines. I don't know.
Does it look like we have the technology to get our ship out of the swamp?
Can we just boost it?
No.
Make it go boosh?
You could try.
No.
Use the repulsor lifts or whatever? That's Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay, so
There are
can I roll
repulsors
a
in
piloting
40K,
to try
but
to
not
get out?
on these things.
The anti-grav or whatever.
You absolutely can. No, there are repulsors in 40K, mainly for Primaris.
I thought they had like landing. Okay, yeah.
So that's
Well.
going to be 1, 2,
Just saying.
and 1 exalted. Okay, so that is 6 and 1 exalted icon for trying to get the ship out.
You manage to get the the engines to roar to life. And you feel the ship try to pull itself from the mud. And the things, you hear the tapping stomp as the shaking of the leaves skitters away from you.
Yeah.
But then the engines tap out. They overheat. Then you hear something else. The splashing of large feet. Pounding across the swamp. And something hits the Thunderhawk. The entire vehicle jolts to the left, and a dent appears in the side. And with that, we'll end tonight's session of Controlled Chaos. Thank you very much for tuning in. Anybody got anything to plug?
Hi,
Yeah.
I have things to plug. You can find me at The Confused Crow on both Twitter and Tumblr, all one word, all lowercase. I post art, and I'm supposed to be making art for another show here on the channel, Violet Cove, which streams every Wednesday from 3 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. And other than that, you can find me screaming because my poor Oromore just got a dent in it!
That'll buff out. I'm sure that's not a hard repair to make. He lied.
My ship.
God, you can catch me trying to hammer that shit out. I'm trying to hammer a big old dent out of ceramite.
Yeah, just get a thunder hammer. That'll go right through it.
Oh no.
You wanna
Okay.
go, Max?
You can find me as the MC of Violet Cove this Wednesday and also the other ones on Wednesday at 3 here live. You can also find me on Instagram at arcanegoth.cause and on Twitter at arcanegoth. Just posted some new cosplay, so that's fun.
I'm Mags, who you might recognize from Saratoga by Night. I play Senna in Season 1 and soon Season 3. And I also play Emmeline in Season 2. You can catch me on Twitter at Magellan Coleman, on Instagram at Approval Removal. Sorry, I had to think of what my name was. And then I also just started up a website for selling art stuff, and that's magscolemanart.bigcartel.com.
Hell yeah. Get that money. Okay. I'm assuming if you listen to this, if you're like one of the 3 people who listens to this show, you probably know who I am. We love you very
Love you
much.
so much.
Listen to Saratoga by Night, Season 3 coming soon. It's gonna be a wild one! Bye-bye, people.
Gonna
Be
be
safe, make good
nice.
choices, wear a mask,
Bye-bye.
and do not let the vampires bite. Goodbye.